welcome to my channel. My name is Ruta. Thank you so much for being here. Today we'll be talking about my trash. I've been doing a no-buy for the past 3 or 4 years, and my no-buy is not purchasing random things. I am only purchasing to replace things that I have used up or that no longer are needed, that are old, need to be thrown away, and things of that sort. So I used to do makeup videos back in the day, which was like consumerism to the top tier. Every company was coming out with like new launches all the time, and I just felt so bad at some point about buying so much crap and never using anything up. So I was like, you know what? I need to not be a part of that. So I kind of stopped filming videos. So now here and there, I'll pop back onto YouTube and show you my empties. There are a couple of categories. I'm gonna try and kind of group them together. I wanna talk to you about whether I like the product, would I repurchase it, would I not, have I switched it out for something else already, and things of that nature. So if you're interested in seeing what my empties are, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, I'm gonna start with hair care because I literally only have one hair care product, and this is the Pureology 21 spray. If you've seen any of my empties videos, this usually ends up being in one of my empties. This is literally just the best hairspray ever. This is, and by hairspray I mean like a leave-in product in your hair after you wash it before you blow dry it. This has 21 essential benefits, and it is essentially good for anti-heat, anti-fade. It's an amazing detangler. So this is usually the only thing that I put in my hair after I wash it before I blow dry it, and it's amazing. This is like their old packaging. It doesn't look like this anymore. But if you're in the market for a wonderful hair product, this is amazing. Next is going to be body care. So I bought this while we were living in the bus and traveling. This is a Whole Foods like soap. It's a Shea Radiance Pure African Black Soap Body Wash. It has purifying charcoal and colloidal oatmeal. It was supposed to be good for skin that has eczema and it's very sensitive. I feel like this gave me dry patches that I'm still dealing with. And I mean, it was like hell expensive, so I've like used it up begrudgingly. But in today's economy, you gotta use shit up. So I didn't like it. I would not repurchase this again. I have a bar of soap right now that I got from my like local refill store, which I like it, but it's not super moisturizing. So I don't know, I need to find like a good moisturizing body wash that is like good for the planet and good for me. If you have any suggestions, link them down below in the comments. And then the next thing that I have is the Kate McLeod. I'm gonna say this is Kate McLeod. This is like a body stone. It comes in a little like a linen-y fabric thing, and it's basically like a zero waste-ish product. There's obviously just the moisturizer in there, and what's nice is that most moisturizers have a lot of water content in them. This is literally just like a bar of moisturizer, which I feel like it's super nice and luxurious. But unfortunately, when we lived in the bus, this like melted and got all messed up. So I'm just gonna try and remelt it and see if I can get some product out. But I definitely need to repurchase this and like refill this again. I love the bamboo canister. I think it looks really nice. I have their, what is it called? A dry brush from them as well, and a gua sha from them. I really like this brand. It's so freaking expensive, but I think for the fact that it's sustainable, it's a really small batch, it's made in the US, so there's less like shipping, CO2 release. Obviously handmade is really nice. I love the bamboo canister. I think I just need to set this on my nightstand now that I have some space, because in the bus I had to like store this away. But right now, I just like moisturize 4 times a year, and I need to get so much better about it because I'm so dry all the time. But after I do my skincare, the last thing that I want to do is like slather on more things on my body. So I think I just need to have this by the bed, but definitely will repurchase this and refill this. I really like it. I guess within this, I could also talk about my perfume. I've had this bottle for years because COVID. I essentially, didn't do anything, so I felt like I probably shouldn't use perfume. But now I'm in this mindset that even if I'm not going anywhere, I want to look good, I want to smell good, I want to feel more productive, and like getting ready, putting clothes on and spraying some perfume like kind of really helps that mood. But this is my favorite perfume, and I obviously got a little travel size that I used up all the way in Europe. This is my favorite perfume. It's called Clean Reserve, and this is their Skin Reserve blend. It's a floral musk. That's like the family that it's in. It's like the perfect soft sort of vanilla sweet scent, but not too sweet because it's got a little bit of that musk in it. Perfect scent. I've tried some other vanilla ones. I went back to this, so I already have this repurchased. it's just so good, and it's nice and clean, and it's non-toxic, which I really like because perfumes can be very, very toxic. I have one more body thing, and this is going to be a deodorant. Now, I had shingles like 3 years ago, and something about taking antivirals just swapped my body, and I now stink like my father, and it's disgusting. And I cannot figure it out. I don't know, my body went through a weird phase, but I've tried a million different non-toxic deodorants, and literally the only ones that work for me are the salts. They are like the least toxic, so I really like that. But I have tried the salt ones, like the actual just salt ones that you wet, those mold. And then I tried like a roll-on salt. That one just ends up smelling like BO because obviously you're like rolling it in your armpit. I didn't like that either because then I'm having to like wash it before I put on deodorant, and it's just like, I already have enough going on in my life. Like, that is the last extra step that I need to add on. I actually got this at my local refill store. I live in Nashville, so if you're in Nashville, go to the Goodfill refill store. And this is their refillable deodorant, and this is essentially a liquid salt, but instead of a roll-on, you spray it on. I love this. My fiance even mentioned, he's like, wow, you're not stinky right now. I'm like, I know, thank God. I think in general, just maybe a spray salt deodorant would work. There's tons of different kinds that you could find in different stores. This is the best one. I'm gonna keep refilling it. I actually got this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, I've got 1/3 left, so I need to go refill this. And also sustainable, obviously, because glass bottle, and I'm just gonna refill this, so I love that. Next, I'm gonna move on to skincare. And I guess let's start with an oil and the cleanser. So this, I think, is a bioscience. I've had this for so long, and then it sat in a drawer for so long, for like literally 6 months. I like it, but I didn't love it. I think it smelled kind of weird, and I can't say that I like that it's a plastic bottle. I just don't know. Something about this just like, it did the job fine. Like, the pump was fine. And I don't know, I just didn't love it. Maybe it was because of the scent. I don't know. I would not repurchase this. I prefer my True Botanicals turmeric balm. I don't know. Maybe I'm just more of a balm girl. And then there is this Element Superfood Facial Wash Prebiotic Gel Cleanse. I like this. It actually smells pretty nice. So it's like kind of earthy, but overall, really nice product. Does a really great job. I think for a cleanser, you really could go a little bit cheaper, as long as the cleanser doesn't feel like it dries your face out. And this didn't do that, so I do like it. I guess I would repurchase. Next, I'm gonna go into some masks. So these are the True Botanical 2 masks. There is an overnight mask and a moisture mask, a resurfacing moisture mask to be exact. I really like the moisture mask. If I wore masks all the time, I definitely would repurchase this one, but I'm just such a lazy girl that, I don't know, masking is just like not something that I like to do. But if you like more moisture overnight, I think this is a great product. And then the resurfacing moisture mask used to be my favorite actually, but they came out with the new resurfacing mask, which I like way more. So this one specifically, I would not repurchase. I don't even know if they even sell this one anymore. So the new resurfacing mask though is chef's kiss. Then I have some serums. 1, 2, 3 serums because I'm crazy. Just kidding. I go through these pretty fast. With other products, I like rotate a whole bunch of different things, but this is the Chibula serum, and it is literally my favorite thing in the world. It just soaks into the skin so well, and it makes my skin so happy that I go through this like there's no tomorrow, obviously. Yeah, it's really, really great, and it's cheaper than their other serum that they have by like 30 or 40 bucks. So obviously I always go to the Chibula, and I love it so much. And then we have the Pure Radiance oil. I only have 1 empty bottle of this because I generally switch from creams to oils, so it just depends on like what I'm feeling that night. So I don't pick this up as often as say like the serum that I use every day. So this definitely runs through a little bit slower, and you don't need that much to go ahead and put this on. But I'm gonna try and incorporate gua sha into my every night because I need to get my life together. So definitely will be using a lot more of this. Next, I have the True Botanicals Vitamin C Booster. 10 out of 10, have already repurchased this. This is the best vitamin serum on the market. It is a powder, which is the most potent form that you can have. This doesn't oxidize, it doesn't lose its potency, lasts forever. You can mix it with water, you can mix it with serum, you can spot treat your pimples with this. Love this shit. Expensive, but it literally lasts me forever, so I really, really like it. And then the last 2 things for skin is gonna be the True Botanicals Phytoretinol Vitamin A Sleep Mask. I like this. It dried out on me because I decided to remove the little white cap like an idiot, and we lived in a bus and sometimes it got really hot in there. But they actually have reformulated this into a serum, which I like so much more. Like, I feel like the serum just absorbs like way better into your skin, and then you're adding things on top to kind of lock it in. So definitely approve their reformulation on that one and would purchase that one instead of this. Then I have the Chabula Extreme Cream. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It's so good for wintertime, and it's just so good when you don't want to fuff around with too many things. Like sometimes I'll just throw on a little bit of a serum and slap this on and call it a day. So moisturizing. There's no waxes in True Botanicals creams, which doesn't just sit on your face. It like really sinks into your skin, and it does all the stuff that it's supposed to. And 10 out of 10, obsessed with it. And then the last category is going to be makeup. So I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This had more of a like a glowy finish, which I really did enjoy this about it. But I feel like with most powders, there's just nothing extraordinary about any of them that I'm like, ooh, I must have this. Like, this is the one product that I will kind of get new ones every time that I run out and I buy a new one. So yeah, I mean, this is just expensive, although the packaging is like pretty beautiful. I did not repurchase this. I actually went and I bought the Ciel Filter and Protect SPF 30. I like this a lot. The smell's kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a colored one, which I don't mind. But yeah, this is what I went with next. Next, I'm gonna talk about the Merit foundations. I have gone through like 17 of these. These are literally on their last leg. Like I'm digging inside of the tubes, like the plastic little tubes to get product out. I did manage to do my face with them today. I used to do makeup for a really long time professionally, like weddings and things, and you know, and photo shoots. Going from like high-end, really awesome brands to then being non-toxic and trying to find makeup that actually does what it's supposed to do was the hardest challenge of my life. I'm being dramatic, it really wasn't, but it was just so hard to find something that actually functioned the way I needed it to. So Merit is the closest thing that I found. This is a very buildable formula. They have a pretty decent range of colors. I really like this. It's a pretty good price. It actually lasts me way longer than you would think because it's a stick foundation. Just like less of it goes far. Next is the Merit brow. What is this called? This is the volumizing pomade. I wouldn't say that this is volumizing. I do think this is a really good color payoff if you are not trying to go like super bold with your brows. This is in the color brown, and it's what I have on my brows right now. It just I obviously have normal brows, but there is some sparseness in them sometimes. So I think it's really nice that I can just throw that on and have my eyebrows look a little bit bushier, a little more filled in where there are sparse areas, and then I go over it with the clear brow gel by Anastasia. I've used this for so long that I don't even feel like I want to try and find another brand. It goes on my brows, so I'm not super worried about it being non-toxic per se. And I know that it works. It glues down my brows just the right amount. They don't move, but they don't feel like they're glued to my face. So I really like this. And then I have two mascaras. And the funny thing about these is that I love the wand of this, but I feel like the Better Than Sex mascara after, like initially when I first started using it many years ago, it was like, oof, my favorite. And then I don't know if something changed in the formula or what, but it started to crumble on my, like off of my eyelashes onto my face, and I hate that. But the wand is chef's kiss. And then I tried the Clinique. This is the High Impact High 5 Full Volume Mascara. And I love the formula of this, but the wand sucks. So when I finish this one and repurchase this one, I would wipe off the Better Than Sex mascara wand and dip it into this. And this combo is really nice, but I feel like that is so much like doing shit that I just don't feel like I'm gonna repurchase either of them. Then the last step in makeup would be setting sprays, and I have two actually. I have the LH Cosmetics Onset Long Lasting Setting Spray, and then I have the Urban All Nighter Spray. I bought this because the Instagram literally had this video where she sprayed it on some, like on eyeshadows on her arm, and then she could not wipe the eyeshadows. I don't know, I didn't find this to be that impressive, so I was like, to get this like shipped all the way over is pretty expensive. So, didn't love it. It was okay. And then, but also the really annoying thing is the spray on this sucks ass. And at a certain point just started like splattering on my face instead of like misting it. And then I had to like buff out the splots, and I hated it. And then I went to the, you know, OG All Nighter Setting Spray, which I do like, but I think I'm ready for something else. So if anyone knows of any amazing setting sprays that you love so much, definitely leave that in the comments because I am on the hunt. So that is all that I have for all of my empties. Overall, I love doing a no buy, and I feel like it's very beneficial for the planet and for us, like our wallets and then our mental health. And I will tell you, using up a product to its entirety is so rewarding. You're like, oh my God, I accomplished something. It's great. You should try it. Let me know your recommendations for some of the products that I didn't love. So that's all that I've got to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.